The Western Conference is one of the most exciting brackets the NBA Finals has seen in years. We have the champs from last season, the San Antonio Spurs, in 6th position in the standings here. That should tell you how exciting this Western Conference is. Now the Spurs will see Blake Griffin and the LA Clippers for round 1 of the playoffs, and here with me now to talk over his best picks on Game 1 tipping off this weekend is expert NBA odds analyst Dave Golokov. Dave, let's talk about this Clippers team. They were barely scraping the bottom of the playoffs contention a little over a month ago, but someone sparked a fire under their asses, Dave, because they won 13 of their last 14 matchups to end the regular season, and now we're looking at them in the 3rd seed of the conference. What do you think we can expect from this Clippers team overall in the series?
Well, in the series, they're going to be pushed significantly. I mean, this is the reward that they get for finishing 3rd and really, charging up the standings down the stretch of the season. This is a team that is, they have the edge with youth, with athleticism, with superstars. It's just, is that going to be enough? They don't have, their weaknesses is the bench, where the Spurs have the edge, the execution too. I mean, San Antonio is a team that's been to the finals and won the championship in the last 2 years. The Clippers have been a playoff disappointment, a team trying to get over the hump. So, I mean, the Clippers, they come in with momentum. They have the superstars. They're a dog, which is attractive because you're getting a nice payout, and they have home court advantage. Remember, the Spurs were just 22-19 on the road. Clippers 30-11 at home. So there's definitely some good factors for them in this series in Game 1, but they have to take their game to another level. The Spurs can. We've seen them do it down the stretch of the season. We've seen them do it in the playoffs before. The Clippers have not. So we need to see that from them if they're going to win Game 1 or this series.
All right, yeah, Dave, let's talk about this San Antonio Spurs. It's no surprise we're going to finally see them in full motion as we've seen them in the past few weeks here as the playoffs are starting. Coach Pop kept them nice and rested, as he always does. They have veterans galore on their squad returning with 2014 championship experience. I don't care what people say about their loss to the Pelicans. The Spurs team will be ready, and I kind of want to back them in this game, Dave, but what do you think? Should we back these guys in Game 1 as the 1.5-point underdogs here?
Yeah, and I wouldn't even fault them for losing that game to the Pelicans, because the Pelicans really needed that game to make the playoffs. They're fighting for their playoff lives too, and New Orleans isn't a bad team, so other than that, Spurs have won 21 and 25. Do I like them in this spot? Well, to be honest, it's a bit of a coin flip. But here on these in these videos and in these articles, we don't really say maybe as picks. So that being the case, I do like the Spurs. You just got to go. I'm just going with what I've seen in the past and what I've seen recently. In the past, we know the Spurs kick it up a notch. As Emerald likes to say, when it comes to playoff time, and the Clippers have not. They haven't taken it to the next level. So even though the Clippers have the edge with superstars, I haven't seen them in a series where Griffin and Paul are, the absolute difference, like we see with LeBron James, where he just wills his teams to win. We haven't seen that with Paul and Griffin. Can it happen? Yes. Can it happen, starting Saturday? Yes, but we just haven't seen that. History has shown us that the Spurs are more likely to do that than the Clippers. And then both teams come into this particular matchup hot, right? Clippers have won 14-15. Spurs have won 21-25. But you also have to take a look at the quality of those wins. You take a look at some of the teams that the Clippers beat, not exactly murderer's row, whereas San Antonio, their hot streak has included 2 wins against the Rockets. They beat the Golden State Warriors. They beat the Grizzlies, the Mavericks twice, the Thunder twice, the Bulls. All those teams are going to the playoffs, except for the Thunder, who missed on the last day of the year. So that's quite impressive. They've been outscoring opponents by they have been outscoring opponents by double digits in their wins in the last 2 months of the year, March and April. So a lot of things to like about the Spurs, and I'm not so sure about the Clippers. So essentially here, I can tell you right now, what we'll be doing is we'll bet Spurs in both games because they're a dog, and hopefully they win game 1, and we'll maybe bet something else in game 2. But I think they're going to at least get a split in this situation, and I'm going to start off with taking them right here in game 1.
All right, ladies and gents, once again, expert handicapper Dave Golokov giving his free breakdown and selections for game 1, round 1 of the Clippers-Spurs matchup in the postseason, tipping off this Sunday. If you guys want to get more info from Dave, you've got questions you want answered about the NBA Finals, comment below, hit us up on Twitter at SBR Sports Picks, give us a shout out on our Facebook at Sportsbook Review, and of course, for all the best NBA action for the postseason, keep it locked right here with us at SBRPicks.com.